What's up, y'all? You rocking with Moochie, and this is Moochilla's Reviews. So hit the hammer because you came through. And today I'm talking about Hightown, Season 2, Episode 7. The name of the episode is Crack is Wack. We're going to do a little breakdown, see if we could get some predictions. And if you're finding my channel for the first time, please like, share, and subscribe. And hit the hammer in the comments and let me know that you stopped by. So let's get into the review. And
You want out? I got 100 people lined up to take your spot.
this episode opens up with Charmaine and Aileen the day they came back to the Cape, and the dreams they had set up plans to basically take this town over, and they was basically making plans to say, look, we're gonna run things. This is gonna be our town. We're gonna own this town. And then she's back to reality where she's at the beach all alone on Thanksgiving Day. Jackie is on the beach hanging out with her dad, Raphael, playing football, and he has her drinking. And I believe he knows that she's a recovering alcoholic. And he's an addict too. So now we see where she gets this kind of behavior from. Ray's getting his life together. He's jogging, he's sober, he's got a track on Renee's car. And he's even gonna send her a happy Thanksgiving text. Renee is pressed and stressed. Everybody's celebrating Thanksgiving at Frankie's house. Renee is preparing dinner. Renee's mother's there. Frankie looks like he's stressed too because he hasn't heard from Jorge on a day like this. So he's stressed out too. Santel is having his Thanksgiving dinner with his family and saying a little prayer. He sounds like a preacher blessing the food. And he's interrupted and taken away with a phone call for some work things. So Santel goes to the airport. He's at the cell phone parking lot. Jorge Cuevas' car has been in this lot for 3 days. So she calls up. So this is how Santel gets in touch with them, because she calls them. And she lets Santel know that someone put the car there and they have it on video. And Santel can see that it's not Jorge that put the car there. This gives Santel probable cause to check the trunk. And he's ready to check the trunk. He can check it without a warrant, and there's nothing in there. So at this point, Santel wants to run a bolo, which means be on the lookout for. So now they're going to be looking for Jorge. My question is, who do you think put the car there? I'm going to show you who I think put the car there. I think it was the two Jamaican chicks. I think it was this one particular that put that car there. That was her on camera. Yeah. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. So Jackie is off the wagon. The wheel is rolling down the hill. And she's drinking with her father. And it's getting worse by the minute. She's at the bar with him. Mary comes in. That's his father's little side piece. And Raphael wins a football bet. And they go to celebrate. And he tells her she deserves to drink. So she's just drowning her sorrows about Leslie Babcock. And Raphael tells Jackie how much he loves her. And how no matter what people say about her, he always loves her. And he wins this football bet. So he tells her they're going to celebrate and they're going to go to Petey's. Now we get to Osito, and he's chilling in the day room, and he's chilling with his boy Vernon. He's not even eating Cheetos. He said he done had some chicken, and he just trying to stick with the protein. So he working on his thing because he trying to get his stuff right for his girl Janelle. Yeah. So Osito gets called out to go to the therapist's office. She wants to know what type of games he's playing. So Osito tells her that he's Dominican and Haitian, and the Haitians didn't accept him because he wasn't Haitian enough, and the Dominicans didn't accept him because he wasn't Dominican enough. She tells him, look, I can't take this. But Osito tells her, if I'm in a position to help my friends, I'll do it. And he tells her that, and she's like, I can't keep the car, but she is having second thoughts. And she tells him before he leaves that they're going to be checking people's cells tomorrow. So she gave him a heads up. So that's what's up. I like what she did. She's being a friend. She's still trying to be professional. And she gives them a heads up and let them know they're going to be checking cells. So, if you got anything you got to get rid of it. So Charmaine is visiting with her Uncle Wayne. And she lets him know about Aileen and that she's with her mother and father. Which he knows what that means because they're already gone. So he looks like he took it hard. He had to pause for a minute. And she tells him that she's done and she can't do this anymore. But he gives her a little pep talk. You gotta keep it on. Because if you don't, that means everything you lost was for nothing. So she's pulling herself up by her bootstraps and she's getting ready to dig in. And she gonna get this money. So Santel goes to Frankie's house and let them know that Jorge's missing and he's doing a welfare check and that his car has been at the airport for 3 days. And they want to know, do you know where he is? They don't know where he is. Renee's looking to find out what's going on. And he's like, he don't want to play Columbo on Thanksgiving, but it is what it is. So he walks out there, Frankie, and he tells Santel not to come to his house anymore and don't talk to his family, only talk to him or his lawyer. So Jackie is right along with her father, Raphael and Mary, and they are going to Pedo P.T.'s house. And he's disgusting. He's coming on to her. And at this point, I gotta worry about Jackie now. I have to worry about Jackie now because she's doing crack with her father. And she even knows it's crazy because she says, what is this, like the 80s? And when she gets high, I almost get worried because it looks as if she's gonna OD. I'm thinking she might have had the bad batch. But she gets high, and it's something like how when the Native Americans mess with that peyote and they get visions and stuff like that. So she actually sees Daisy. She actually sees Daisy, and Daisy is like, does anybody even care that I'm dead or something like that, she says. That was crazy to me. And then she wakes up. She goes downstairs, and her father still want to get high. He's to the point where he ready to give her away to Pedo Petey. And I think that's when she felt heartbroken and she leaves. I just want her to go back to Ed Murphy. So Renee sneaks away to meet up with Ray for a smash session. Now I want to know, do y'all think she's using him or he's getting back at her? Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Now Osito is in the cell with his cellmate Vernon. And they getting ready to toss the cells. And Vernon is kind of panicking because he know that the stuff is up in the ceiling. And Osito is cool as a cucumber. He just gets up against the wall. He lets them check everything. But there's nothing under there. Charmaine meets with Frankie and Renee at the strip club. He thinks she has something to do with Jorge being missing. How's she gonna move his body? Come on now. She's like, I don't got nothing to do with your fat cousin. He keeps asking her, when's the last time you talked to him? And he's like, we need to chill for a minute. We gotta stop. And she's like, no, just because one clown is gone don't mean the circus stopped. The circus doesn't stop because of one clown. That's exactly what she said. And she ain't lying. The game never stops. And then he's like, well, I can't do this right now. And she's like, yo, I got people lined up to take your spot. And that was like my favorite line of this episode. Frankie tells Renee she's going to be involved with doing the pickups. She does not want to do that. So Ray cleans himself up, puts on a suit, and meets with his friend Felix at the DEA. The DEA, Felix basically lets him know that the DEA is still pissed off with him. And they don't want him to have anything to do with anything that's going on with them. He's not a cop anymore. They don't want his help, and he's not going to give anything up. Felix tells him to get out of his office and kick rocks. So Ray tells him, you help me more than you know. And we're going to see where that goes. So Jackie calls Vince, a counselor, and she wants him to be her sponsor. She's ready to bare her soul and let him know that she's hit bottom. And this chick comes to the door, Leslie Babcock. Now, she's been looking for her. She wants to know where Daisy is. She wants to know why she wasn't answering her phone. Jackie tries to apologize to her. And she says, well, I'm not here for that. And then she tells her she's glad that she's alive. I do not like Leslie. There, I got it out. So Jackie goes to Daisy's apartment. She breaks in. And she sees that her cat is there and her birth control. And she says, this is not right. Nobody goes away without taking care of those two things. So Janelle is preparing to leave for work and Osito comes in. He comes in to thank her for looking out for him earlier. And she says, if I'm in a position to help my friends, I'm going to do it. And Osito lays a big kiss on her. And she grabbed his face and kissed him back. This is what I predicted, y'all. That's going to be his boo, y'all. And like I said, Osito got the swag like a biggie. So Ray meets up with Renee, and he basically tells her that Jorge's a snitch, and the DEA he's with the DEA, and they probably got a track on her car. And we all know that that's the one he planted there. But he's playing Renee like a fiddle. I want to know, do you think that he's playing it to his advantage to get her back, or he's just trying to get his job back? Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Is he really going to protect her? Remember, keep in mind, he got his last informant killed like this. Remember all that alcohol that was in the cabinet at Daisy's house? Well, you know, Jackie done went to town drinking there. And she shows up at Ray's house inebriated. And he looks out for her. He looks out for her and he helps her. Now, Frankie takes her on this drive, takes Renee on this drive, and it looks like they going to Crystal Lake where Jason is. You can hear the music. It sounds like a horror movie. I'm thinking that Renee might die. She thinking that she might die. But he went to get Jorge's stash. So now he knows something's not right with Jorge. And he knows that Jorge is dead. This was a real good episode. So that was my review of Crack is Wack. Please like, share, and subscribe. And stay tuned for future videos. Put a hammer in the comments and let me know that you came by too. And later.